What is going on, everybody? What is up? Hello, hello.
What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up?
I don't know what that was. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. How is everyone? Hopefully you're doing good. I am Phil. And welcome to today's first of 2 gameplay streams. I can't believe that I actually, for once, pressed the right button. There you go. Yes, everyone, welcome, welcome. Today is Thursday, January 11th, 2018. How are ya? Hope that you are doing well, and if not, hopefully my streams will cheer you up in some way, shape, or form, ladies and gents. So, big day today, double stream day. Let's talk a little bit. First of all, this first of 2 gameplay streams today will be the continuation of my Demon's Souls, the final run playthrough. If you don't know what that means, this is my final attempt at running through Demon's Souls before the servers go offline in February of 2018, meaning my final attempt to see messages on the ground, my final attempt to have invasions and or have that human-controlled boss that's coming up in the game actually activate properly before the servers permanently go offline, and none of that stuff will ever work anymore, okay? Perfect opportunity for me to do so, because right now I've got a little bit of downtime where there's no real new releases or anything going on. However, there will be some fun stuff starting tomorrow and all weekend in regards of betas and everything, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. But anyway, yes, today, more Demon's Souls, the final run. 4+ more hours of gameplay here live on the stream for you. Later tonight, I will be doing a second stream. What will it be? Well, that's up in the air, because it's actually in your hands, ladies and gentlemen, what I'll be playing later today. If you are not aware, okay, later tonight, I'm doing a multiplayer stream, and right now, people are voting on my Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP. Over 400 people overnight have already voted. Please feel free to vote. If you have a chance today, there's still about 7 hours left for you to vote on this upcoming event, okay? The choices are Star Wars Battlefront 2, Call of Duty, World War II, or Fortnite Battle Royale. And FYI, the voting is very close. It's within just a few percentage points. So at any time, a few more people could vote and to completely swing this poll one way or the other. If you have not seen the poll yet, it is pinned to my profile. So just go to twitter.com/TheyCallMeDSP. And you should see the poll right there on pinned to my profile, and you'll be able to vote. All right, it's about 7 hours left. Please vote. Let's see what people choose for tonight's stream. I'm excited to see what they do choose, because I have no idea what they're going to choose, honestly. Okay? Pretty neat. Now, this weekend we've got some fun stuff coming up. Big variety for those who are not aware. First of all, tomorrow I will be participating in the Final Fantasy Dissidia NT beta on the PlayStation 4. I actually pre-ordered the game this week, which means I have gotten access to this beta, supposedly. That's what everyone told me, is that the beta starts tomorrow if you pre-ordered the game, so I hope so. I'm just going by what I was told. So that'll be my main gameplay stream tomorrow, seeing what Final Fantasy Dissidia NT is all about. Supposedly it's supposed to be a scenario where all the main protagonists of all the Final Fantasy games, all the numbered installments that is, all participate in this combat style game. I've never played it. I've seen a trailer for it. I was like, whoa, does this game look interesting and different from typical Final Fantasy. So I'm pretty excited to see what it is. That's going to be a fun stream tomorrow for the first time ever checking that out. Then tomorrow night, we're going to be doing more PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. And then Saturday is the premiere of the Dragon Ball FighterZ beta. For those who pre-ordered the game, it launches on Saturday, and I'll be playing it all day long on Saturday, Sunday, and one of my streams on Monday. So, lots of Dragon Ball FighterZ coverage coming up for those who like Dragon Ball and or like fighting games. If you saw my coverage of the beta back in September, okay, you know that in particular, I really enjoyed the game. And I actually did quite well after playing it 2 sessions. By the second session, I was pretty much whooping everyone's ass online. So, potential that I may do pretty well again, depending on, how much I learn on the fly. So, I guess we'll see. We shall see, folks. I'm excited for this all weekend, all right? And then next week, Once all the beta coverage is finally finished, then I'll resume with Demon Souls, moving on next week. Okay, sounds good? So there you go. That's your rough idea of what you can expect in the next week for coverage. All right. Got some positive announcements, ladies and gentlemen. Very positive announcements. So let's talk. As of today, many milestones have been hit and achieved. First of all, I now have 25,000 followers on Twitter. And not to say that that's some ginormous amount, it's not. And quite frankly, you know, my Twitter, I don't usually use my Twitter in a way that a lot of people do. I don't constantly post on there. I certainly don't shit post on there or put memes on there like a lot of people do. But pretty awesome to have a big, sizable amount of followers on Twitter. My DSPGaming YouTube channel now has 400 million total views. Pretty awesome. I've uploaded over 50,000 videos to YouTube over the years. My Twitch channel here has a record high number of subs, although, oh my god, guys, if you're not aware, we lost 1 sub today. That's right, my record highest amount of, subs we've ever had here on my Twitch channel was 467, which we hit yesterday. As of today, we only have 466. Oh no. Not that that's horrible or anything, but anyway, record high numbers of subs here on my Twitch channel. And this year in particular is my 10th anniversary creating content for the internet. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't tell, these are all amazingly positive numbers, okay? This is all great stuff, okay? And I just want to say to all of you, thank you very much for your support over the years. 10 years strong and still going. Despite all the opposition that I face on a daily basis, despite all the idiots out there who take the cheap shot of attacking me. Because as we know, folks, I'm such a hard target, you know? It's not like every possible fucking idiot who has no quality to themselves, has nothing positive to put out there on the planet, and has no actual talent has made a negative video about me or anything like that. No way that people who are complete hacks in life would make a negative video about me. Absolutely not. As we know, everyone out there who's ever attacked me or said something negative about me is 100% true, and it's all just completely legitimate stuff, and it's because these people are such creative and positive people that they've put this stuff onto YouTube, right? But I digress. Despite all the negativity and all the shit thrown at me over the years, 10 years strong and still going, I am proud of this. I hope you guys are proud of this too. Okay, you know, you are very much a part of this process of me still being here. Obviously, if it wasn't for you guys being positive and supporting me, I would not be here. Let's face it, right? So, thank you. All these positive numbers to share with you this morning. I'm feeling good. I hope you guys are feeling good. Hold on one second. I'm going to crack open my window because it's kind of stuffy in the office today. I want to get a little bit more air circulation. Hold on. Crack this open. Ugh. Fresh air. There we go. Fresh air is always good, especially when you're in a room full of electronics equipment and the air gets all stuffy and shit. Okay. So, folks, so, speaking of subs, I figure we might as well bring this up now since I just mentioned it. We are making a big push this month to get record high subs here on my Twitch channel. So far, we've done it with 467. The goal this month that we're stretching for is 500. At first, it was 450, but we reached that so quickly that already we've locked in an Indies Marathon that's going to be happening either in late February or early March, depending on time. So that being said, I decided to increase the goal, and now we're trying to push for 500 subs here on Twitch by the end of the month. Right now, like I said, we were up to 467. Now we're down to 466, okay? So, please, folks, consider subbing to the channel. If you do, you get certain benefits. For example, number one, you get access to all of my exclusive emotes. There's a ton of them at this point, and they're still increasing. I know for a fact that Popsicolo is going to be looking to do some emotes that are gameplay or playthrough specific. I know he's working on a DSP Saiyan emote for the upcoming Dragon Ball Fighter Z coverage. And, you know, that's what we're going to look to do is, like, every playthrough that I do, a major playthrough, there'll be an emote that's kind of specified to that playthrough so that you can kind of feel like there's a timely emote, but then there's also these staple emotes that you can use, like the DSP Pepe and stuff like that. You know, you'll be able to use a wide variety of them in the chat, which is pretty cool. Then, also, you get a cool chat crown badge here in the stream chat as well that represents how long you've been a sub. So, you know, you see people today who are, you know, have all various different kinds of crowns. Bronze, silver, gold, ruby, all kinds of crowns. And, again, I'm very appreciative of those who do support me via the subs, okay? So this year, FYI, everything is based off subs. I'm not doing any kind of goals based off Patreon this year. Everything that I do is going to be based off of performance of my Twitch channels. So the more subs I get, the better. And please consider, you know, subbing to the channel this month so we can strive to hit the 500 goal. If I do hit the 500 goal right now, I'm going to be doing a very silly video where I do a DSP tries it in the shower. So, yeah, I did this video, no lie, 7 years ago, just like that. And it went down as a hit on the internet. And, you know, we shall see what happens with the new one coming up, okay? So, ladies and gents, thank you very much. Thank you. Let's keep pushing towards growth, okay? All right, what else? Well, let's just very quickly, I guess, go through plugs, and then we'll do some shout-outs, and then we'll get started. I really don't have a lot to talk about on pre-stream today. It's a very positive day, a lot of good stuff going on, obviously, in regards to gameplay coming up here on the streams and everything. So thank you for that, folks. Let's talk. First of all, Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. If you enjoy my daily live streams and my YouTube videos, folks, and you like to see everything continue, and you want to go above and beyond, right? You don't just want to be a normal stream viewer or a video watcher. You say, man, I really want to support Phil as much as I can. Patreon is the way to do it. By pledging to my Patreon, not only do you directly support my efforts, you know, daily to afford everything, meaning the cost of internet, the cost of games, the cost of electricity, you know, the cost of everything to operate the business. For example, you know, I just had to buy new headphones last month. All those kind of things are helped out by patron funds, all right? So it's very appreciative. I'm very appreciative of those who pledge to my Patreon and go above and beyond on a monthly basis, okay? But it's not about just helping me out. You get cool personal perks for contributing to my Patreon. You might say, what kind of perks? Well, you can get text and verbal thank yous in my videos for your contributions, okay? You can get premium forum access by which you can nominate and vote on games for upcoming events. In fact, those right now who are $5 patrons of mine, or those who pledge $5 or more by the end of this month, both groups of patrons will be able to nominate and vote on indie games for the upcoming Indie Games event that I'm going to be doing on stream, okay? Already there's been a bunch of indie games that have been nominated on the forums, and I'm going to keep that open for about a month as people keep nominating. And then sometime in February, I'm going to change those nominations into a poll, okay, by which this poll will determine what games will be played during the event. However, I will say this, the event also is going to have the game Getting Over It, because I've already determined that 100% I'll be playing that game during the event, okay? But anyway, that's a real cool perk, and that's $5. If you pledge $5 or more to my Patreon, you allow yourself to nominate and vote on these games for the marathon. And it's not just this event. You know, all upcoming events, basically $5 patrons will be able to nominate and vote on games and stuff for them, okay? So that's a really cool perk. In addition, you could get your questions answered on my bi-monthly show, Ask the King, which is a Q&A show. The next one's coming up in February, so hint, hint, if you pledge enough to my Patreon this month, you'll get your questions answered on next month's show. Or you can even get a private Q&A video made, and I know I owe a few of those. I'll be working on some of those this coming weekend. So yeah, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome, folks. Good stuff. And I hope that you'll consider pledging to my Patreon. Again, if you want to go above and beyond and help me out, it's much appreciated, okay? So check it out one more time, patreon.com/darksidephil. Thank you. My Teespring which is my online merch store, which has things such as cool t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, with logos and artwork, all designed by viewers and fans. Has been pretty successful in 2017. And if you ever wanted a collectible, a shirt, anything like that in regards to my gameplay or my streams, you can get it right now at my Teespring store. It's right on your screen right here, teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. Please give it a look. Anything you buy from my Teespring store, I get a pretty sizable commission for. Okay? Helps me out. And obviously, you get a cool collectible too. And by the way, FYI, if you do happen to buy anything from my Teespring store and you want to share, please send me a picture on social media. And, at They Call Me DSP on Twitter, I will share that with my 25,000 Twitter followers so people can see how cool the merch is. Okay? Alrighty. And then, folks, of course, if you're watching today's stream and you decide that you want to either cheer, sub, or tip to contribute, if you do any of those things during the course of today's stream, first of all, I'm greatly appreciative. It helps me out tremendously. And if you're not aware, in 2017, for the first time ever, live streaming on Twitch actually was slightly more income for me than YouTube videos were. The first time in my entire history of doing this that's the case. It's always been YouTube is my main source of income. And finally in 2017, we flipped that. So that's a great thing. And my effort this year is to try to make Twitch my one main focus, making these streams as good as they can be for you guys, all right? Making it as interactive as possible, making it as fun as possible, because Twitch is the future. YouTube is definitely the toxic past. It's time to move on, all right? Not to say that I'm abandoning YouTube. YouTube will always be the place where I archive my videos, but at this point, we all know how negative and nasty YouTube is as a site and a business, and I don't want to be over there anymore and have that as my focus. I want this place, this Twitch, to be a positive, moving forward kind of feeling, and thank you, everyone, for your support so far. That being said, if you do cheer, sub, or tip during today's stream, I will give you a shout-out. Keep in mind, since I am playing Demon's Souls, there may be some moments when things are tense in the game, and I might not be able to give you immediately a shout-out, but I will when there is a moment where I have a chance to do so. In addition, keep in mind that it is at my discretion, meaning if you leave a troll or insulting message, no, I'm not going to give that a shout-out. At the same time, please, if you are going to ask me something or say something in a cheer, a sub, or a tweet or a tip message, please let it at least try to be semi on topic or at least something interesting, meaning please don't send me a paragraph of unrelated stuff that's going to take me 10 minutes to read. And, people are trying to stay on a fun gameplay stream. We don't want to get completely derailed with stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Thank you for your contributions. You will get a shout out if you do any of those things. In addition, if you cheer 50 bits or more, if you subscribe to the channel and click on the share button, or if you tip me $2 or more, I'll give you a on-screen pop-up notification to tie in as well, so you'll get both a visual and verbal recognition for your contributions here daily. All right, pretty cool. I'm trying to think. No, there's nothing in particular that I need to reference there. See, I'm so used to the whole month of December. At the end of saying that, there was other stuff to talk about, but all those promotions on Twitch have run out, so there's nothing else to talk about there. Okay. All right, folks. So, let's do some shout-outs. Let's get to the shout-out segment of our pre-stream here, where people who already have cheered, subbed, and tipped will get their shout-out, and I'll respond to messages and stuff. And then we'll get started with gameplay. All right. You know what? Before we get to shout-outs, I will address this because this is the big new news that came out this morning. Basically, a lot of news came out, gaming news about games being remastered and released, and games that are coming out that, on various consoles. Allow me to address this very briefly. Number one, Dark Souls is getting a remaster. The original Dark Souls 1 is getting a remaster on PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. Even though this is great news for those who have never played the game or haven't played it recently, I just played it last year. So, even though this is great news for some people, for me it's kind of non-announcement because I just played the game and no, I'm not replaying the game again this year. So, there you have it. I will not be playing Dark Souls again when the remaster releases in May. Okay? Now, another announcement, is that Assassin's Creed Rogue, of all things, this blows my mind. Assassin's Creed Rogue. This is a game, if you guys aren't aware, it was released for the PS3 and the Xbox 360 the same year that Assassin's Creed Unity was released exclusively for the PS4. In fact, they were released on the same time. So it was pretty obvious they were going to cut into each other, and that sales of the games weren't going to be outstanding. In addition, this was the year that Assassin's Creed Unity was a broken piece of shit. So Assassin's Creed really took a hit. I own Assassin's Creed Rogue, and I never played it. I have it on PS3, and it's just been sitting here in my bin for the upward of, what is that, 4 years? 5 years? I don't even know how long it's been. 4 years, I think? And I just never got to it. I never got to Assassin's Creed Rogue for whatever reason. Well, guess what? It's got a remaster coming out this year. Huh? I know. Why is it being remastered? Probably, honestly, because that year, most people who had a PS4 didn't play it. They just played Unity, hated Unity, and then skipped Assassin's Creed from then on because the game sucked so bad. So I think what they're trying to do, with Assassin's Creed Origins being a good game, now Ubisoft is trying to get back into the good graces of people with Assassin's Creed Rogue re-releasing on modern consoles. Will I be playing it finally? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. We'll see. It depends on what's going on. I believe it's coming out in March. It depends on what's going on myself with my own schedule at the time. And it also depends on demand. If people really want to see me play it, I would consider playing it. But I'm not going to just stick it into my schedule out of nowhere, and then people are like, I don't want to see Assassin's Creed. You know what I mean? I guess we'll see. A lot of people told me that Assassin's Creed Rogue was actually a pretty good game, that it was very similar to Assassin's Creed 4, which in my opinion was one of the better ones. I actually really liked Assassin's Creed 4. That was Black Flag, by the way. So we'll see. But that's kind of some good news. All right, we'll find out. We'll see as we get closer if anyone wants to see it or not. I'm leaving it as a maybe on my schedule for now until we get more information. Okay? Okay. All right, now it's time for shout-outs, folks. So all your cheer subs and tips this morning, it's time to address them. So first of all, overnight, there were a few people who actually did some pretty supportive things overnight. As I said, some people cheer sub and tip while I'm not even here. That's pretty amazing that people do that. I am very appreciative of those who do. All right. And I want to say specifically thank you to those who do these things, because when I'm not live streaming, for you to remember me, to come out and support me when I'm not even here live on the internet is very much appreciated. Okay. So thank you to Jack Spartacus, who did a 25-bit cheer. Thank you to Golden Colts, who did a 25-bit and then another 25-bit cheer. And then later on, he did a 50-bit cheer. So thank you guys. Very appreciated. Shout out to Zasaki, who gave me $1 tip and said, I saw some hate videos on YouTube from you recently, about you recently, not from me, but about me. These videos make you look like the worst person in the world, but when I see you streaming, you're actually a cool guy. I don't know if I didn't know you, I would probably dislike you too because of these videos on YouTube. Why so much hate? Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be honest with you. This started years ago when I was a very different person. Years and years ago, and we're talking, years of maybe 2010 to 2012, 2013. I was a very obstinate person. I wouldn't listen to feedback. I would not listen to criticism. I basically felt that since I was successful on YouTube, that I was above criticism in a lot of ways, and that I was doing everything right. And if anything ever went wrong, it wasn't my fault. It was because of other stuff going on around me. Now, the bottom line, folks, is some of that was true. There was a lot of circumstances around YouTube during those years that did actually negatively affect myself and my business. But at the same time, when you have an attitude like that, you're going to obviously attract negativity. In addition, back then, when I used to do gameplay, I used to basically do whatever goes. Throw in, play games willy-nilly, don't respect them. If I'm playing a game and something goes wrong, insult the game developers. And not to say that I don't do that now, because if there is a game that pisses me off because something's badly implemented in a game, I will be very vocal about it in the modern era. But back then, it used to be a running gag where nothing ever was my fault. I never sucked at a game. It was the game developer's fault. Insult the game developer, insult the game, etc., etc., etc. All right. So basically, from 2008 to 2012, that was my running gimmick on YouTube, and people loved it. They thought it was funny. They thought it was hilarious that this was a guy who was so irreverent. He would be just basically the Joe Gamer who was above reproach. He would just, basically blame everyone else for what he did wrong on YouTube. And people thought it was a running shtick. It was funny, and people loved my videos. All of a sudden, in 2012, when I started playing games like Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, all right, and when I played these games, I basically had the same attitude. People completely flipped. Like, the attitude against me flipped on YouTube. And what it became then was, Phil's not a good gamer. Phil doesn't deserve any positivity or success on YouTube because he's not good. Look, he plays Metal Gear. He's terrible at it. He doesn't even try to learn the controls. He makes fun of Kojima constantly. So let's make fun of him. And so what happened is this viral movement against me where people would take all my playthroughs, which purposely, at that time, the playthroughs sometimes were bad because I didn't care about the games. I wasn't playing games seriously. I was just fucking around and doing these silly playthroughs for the fact of playing it in an obstinate manner. And they would make these montages basically saying, oh, Phil's the worst gamer ever. Look, here's some nasty comments about him that people insulted him. And basically turned what was a very positive thing on YouTube into an incredibly negative thing. Now, over the years, this just snowballed, all right? Because over the years, sadly, as these negative videos kept coming out about me, they became popular. And they became virally popular to the point where people realized, wow, not only is Phil an easy target, because Phil isn't necessarily, he's not sponsored by anyone. He's not big enough on YouTube to be immune to this criticism. If we keep doing this, we can actually, like, directly hurt him. And we could get popularity by doing it as well. We will get viral views on YouTube. Thanks to the nature of YouTube's search engine and the way that things work on YouTube, these videos ended up becoming virally popular. Okay? So that being said, basically everyone on the planet decided, let's get cheap, easy views. Instead of actually doing something that's worthwhile or constructive or positive for ourselves, let's just attack this YouTuber who seems to be a common target for cheap views. And it became a running pattern with people on YouTube to make negative videos about me. Now, some of them were very valid. If you're going to make a video that criticizes me and my gameplay, that's one thing. But a lot of the videos over the years became increasingly more ridiculous. Phil is a pedophile. Phil is a thief and a liar who steals from his fans constantly. Phil is this, Phil is that. Now, the bottom line is what these videos would do is take a clip of a vlog or take a snippet of something that I did over the years and show it usually out of context or without proper context to understand what's really going on. And it would add tons of speculation, tons of unsubstantiated claims to make me look bad as a person. So not only were people criticizing my gameplay on YouTube and saying that that was invalid and I didn't enjoy I shouldn't enjoy success or anything like that, then they went ahead and started attacking my personal life. I got doxxed. I got DDoS attacked. I got swatted. I got prank calls to my house. I got fucking pizzas sent to my house. At every step, everywhere that I went. If I tried to make a new partnership with the company, people would flag their social media and attack it and say, Phil's a piece of shit, don't do it. If I had any kind of opportunity anywhere, people would constantly attack and just be nasty towards me because it became virally popular to do so. Okay? Do I legitimately believe that there is an actual legitimate gripe against me? I don't. I think what's happened is that it's become virally popular to hate me to the point where so many people have had this feeling for years, they don't even know what they're hating on anymore. They just have to find a reason to hate me no matter what. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, they have to find a way to spin it negatively because they've just been doing it for so long and it's been the in thing to do on YouTube. Okay? I mean, it's to the point now it's so ludicrous. It's one thing, folks, to have something based on a snippet of truth, right? Okay, years ago, maybe I had a Patreon goal, and I promised I would deliver a certain thing if I hit this goal. I didn't deliver for whatever reason, even though there's circumstances that explain the reason, and no one was really upset about it. Yes, it's true that at one time, years and years ago, I didn't deliver on a Patreon goal. So then people spin it into, well, Phil stole from his fans. That didn't happen, but that's what they'll say. But at least that's based on a snippet of truth, okay? At least. Now there's things out there that are so ludicrous. People saying that I paid for escorts, that I don't really have a girlfriend, that I'm lying about that I don't owe tax money, that I'm trying to scam my fans. It's insane. It's insanity based on zero facts. Zero. But people now have the ability, because again, it's become so virally popular and so mainstream accepted to just hate on me for the sake of hating, that people now just pull shit out of a hat with no factual substantiation, and it sticks. And people believe it because they're stupid and gullible, and it's become the in thing to just hate on me for no reason. Okay? So, is it surprising that there's people who still to this day, even though I don't know who these fucking people are, I'm just here. You guys know what I do. Every day, I'm here streaming and having fun with you guys. That's all I care about. And then I upload the videos to YouTube, and then, you know, I go on social media and promote. That's it. That's all I do. I play games, I share the videos, I have fun. Yet somehow I'm the nastiest person on the planet according to these people, and, you know, it's like, what? if you actually come to the streams and watch the streams and you interact with me on a daily basis and you see the real me, you'd be like, what the fuck are they talking about? What is all this crazy shit that they're saying? None of this has anything to do with what Phil does on the internet. So where does all this come from? And the answer that I could honestly answer is, I don't know. Again, it became a virally popular thing to just be negative to me and be nasty to me and try to ruin my life. It really did. And it has become an accepted practice on YouTube. YouTube promotes and propagates it via their own search criteria and search engine. When you search for me on YouTube, you will find a dozen or more negative videos about me before you'll find my actual content, because that's what YouTube has created with their automated bullshit system. They've created a toxic website, which is why I refuse to focus my business on YouTube anymore. There's no point in me doing it. YouTube is the past. When you create a completely automated website where there's no rhyme or reason to why something becomes popular and the entirety of the website becomes toxic because of it, there's no fucking reason to continue. You know, YouTube now is an archive for me, where I'll archive my gameplay streams and every once in a while I'll put up a vlog. But there is no fucking reason for me to focus on YouTube when they have literally promoted and propagated my downfall and destruction on the internet through automation and through complete lack of responsibility. Because the bottom line is, if YouTube actually had some kind of moral responsibility, they would look for shit like that and get rid of it. They'd say, what the fuck? There's entire channels dedicated to literally slandering Phil with no factual basis. Close them down. But instead, they just put their hands up and say, oh, there's too many videos for us to fucking do anything about. We just have an algorithm, so it's all automated. Well, fuck you then. Seriously, your entire website has become slanderous against me, and I'm just supposed to accept it? No, I'm just going to move on. And that's what I'm doing at this point. I want to be focused on Twitch, a positive place where we can just have fun, guys, and you know, every day, you know, be nice to each other, enjoy games together, interact, and, you know, be completely isolated from the stupid toxic bullshit and leave that shit behind. Okay? And that's just the bottom line. All right? So, that's what happened. That, in a nutshell, Zasaki, that's what happened. That's what's going on. And, you know, it is what it is. And it's funny. Isn't it funny? All right? Because here's the deal. Last night, Shane Dawson, a major YouTuber who's a vlogger and a skit maker, he's been around the block. He's actually been making videos for about as long as I have. Maybe even a little longer, okay? Very popular YouTuber. He's got millions of subs. Someone made a slanderous video about him stating that he was a pedophile. And they took out of reference, out of context videos from 5 or 6 years ago, all right? Edited this video to make it look like he was making pedophilic jokes without the fact that he then later on in that very same show where he made those jokes apologized, realized that it was wrong, said this isn't something funny, you shouldn't do it. And then over the years, he's completely changed to not really implement those kind of jokes in his content anymore, okay? They did this on purpose to slander him to get cheap views. Okay, now there's other controversial things going on where people are accusing him that he got paid to do it or whatever. The bottom line is, Shane Dawson yesterday was under attack by the internet, and he had to defend himself all day from people telling him he's a pedophile. That's fucked up. Well, guess what happened? After a bunch of people supported him and said, no, this is ridiculous, this isn't true, YouTube deleted the channel that created the slanderous video that had hundreds of thousands of views. All right? Deleted it. They basically closed the channel. Even though this channel was a partnered channel, it was making money, it was a verified channel, they closed the fucking channel completely. Shut it down. All right? So obviously, in some cases on YouTube, when people do slanderous things against big YouTubers, there's consequences for actions. But apparently not for me. My person who my life has been ruined. I can't even fucking go out and apply for a real life job anymore because of all the negative shit that's been said about me on the internet. You know, my 5-year relationship with my ex-girlfriend fell apart over the years because of the amount of negativity tossed our way and how it negatively affected us in our relationship together. All this shit that happened in my life falling apart. My business, you know, my YouTube business that used to be my main source of income falling apart over the years. Oh, you know, ruining my life because of the negativity on YouTube. YouTube won't do anything about that. But because on one day, Shane Dawson gets accused of being a pedophile, that channel gets shut down immediately. What nice fair and equal treatment, right? Seriously. Fair and equal treatment. On YouTube, apparently. No, it doesn't exist. And I'm tired of it. And that's another reason, guys, why I'm done with them. I am. You know, I will archive my videos there, but don't expect me to be putting any kind of effort or creative content into something on YouTube for a website that will not support me. Over the years, FYI, just so you guys know, I've reported channels that all they do is slander me. I've done things with copyright. I've tried every avenue to try to shut these people down, and YouTube refuses to take any active action. Okay, they refuse. So that's why I just don't care about that site anymore. Okay, I just don't. So there you go. I've had enough. I've had enough of YouTube. Twitch is the future, not toxic YouTube. It's that simple. All right. Moving on. I know I just went on a crazy tangent. Moving on. Resident Evil Beating did a 25-bit cheer. He says, Phil, now that you're done with the best games of 2017, you should make a YouTube front page video promoting your Twitch channel and Twitter info. Don't let me tell you again, this is like the millionth time. Ha ha ha. Yeah, so here's what I'm going to do, folks. When I get a chance, I'm hoping maybe it'll be this Sunday. I don't know. But I'm going to make a channel trailer for DSPGaming that's basically going to announce that DSPGaming is an archive channel moving forward. It's not an active channel where I'm going to be uploading, new content. It's going to be an archive channel of my streams. And if you want to be in the know and you want to actually be paying attention to the stuff that's new, you're going to want to follow me on Twitter and you're going to want to watch my live streams here on Twitch. That Twitch is the place to be. YouTube is the past. I have to make this video, but I haven't had a chance yet because I've been working on my Game of the Year awards. All right. So as soon as I get a chance, I will be putting that up as my trailer on my DSP Gaming channel. There you go. YOLO Dopper did a 25-bit cheer. He says, now that you're out of the tax situation, are you going to wrap your credit card debt into your mortgage? No, I would like to. I would honestly like to. What I would like to do is refinance my home, and use my equity in my house to wrap my revolving debt into it and put it into the mortgage, which would dramatically reduce my payments and it would help my credit. Guess what? I can't. I looked into it, and once again, I was told by the bank, sorry, but based off of the income level that we see that you have versus the amount of debt that you have, you don't budget for it. So basically what they're saying is I owe too much debt. If I owed less debt or I made way more money, they'd be able to refinance my mortgage and take all my credit card debt and wrap it into my mortgage so that my payments would be reduced and I wouldn't have all this credit card debt and my credit score would start to go up and things would start to turn around. But they're telling me I still can't do it. So either the house value needs to go up even further or I need to start making more money. It's one or the other. So I'm stuck. The second year in a row, I know I have a lot of equity in this house and I want to use it. And I've been told by the bank, no, you can't do it. So, can't do it. It sucks. I'm still stuck in limbo here. I got an anonymous $2 tip. And the tip says, YouTube's Twitter post states that they acted appropriately to the Logan Paul video. Logan Paul deleted the video. The video was trending, and the video was not even age restricted at the time. I saw the video, and it shows a dead man's purple hands. Yeah, so, for those of you who aren't aware, folks, the Logan Paul fiasco, which we're all aware of, okay, what's going on is Logan Paul posted up a video of him being in Japan, making a comedy skit style video near a dead body that was recently committed suicide, hanging in the suicide forest of Japan. It wasn't funny. It was incredibly inappropriate. And appropriately so, he got massive negative backlash for it. However, YouTube did not actually do any negative things against the video at all. In fact, they put it on the fucking trending page. Because basically, I'll be honest with everyone. Do I believe a human actually did that? No. I think it was automated. I think what YouTube does is they have certain YouTubers that are big YouTubers who they consider approved big YouTubers. And they automatically just take whatever videos they fucking upload and they put it on the trending page. I firmly believe that. Okay? Now, the bottom line is, Logan Paul has done even worse than that. He's done even more insulting, disrespectful, nasty stuff on YouTube. And YouTube literally promotes the videos and it has this guy doing YouTube Red movies and shows and shit. Basically, YouTube is completely immoral. I don't even know how else to say it. They are. They're completely immoral. Well, because of the gigantic amount of negative moral backlash from the internet this past week and a half, YouTube finally took action. And what YouTube has done is, first of all, they put up a Twitter post saying, oh, we're now taking appropriate action against Logan Paul. And what they've done is they kicked him out of YouTube Red, so he has no more shows on YouTube Red. He had a show and a movie coming out, both canceled. And they kicked him out of what they're calling the upper tier ad program. Okay? I don't know what that is, but apparently YouTube spilled the beans when they announced this. basically saying that they pay more money and give the best ads to the top, who they consider top YouTubers, and basically their ad system is not fair at all. They basically pick and choose the best ads to give to the top YouTubers, so the top YouTubers roll in dough, while all of us normal content creators get the worst ads possible. Isn't that nice? That YouTube doesn't treat everyone equally. By the way, it's probably illegal. I'm almost positive that in the state of California, that's probably going to be considered an illegal practice. I'm just saying. But yeah, so that's what steps YouTube has taken to punish Logan Paul. Is his YouTube channel closed? Nope. But they did give it a community strike, supposedly. You've received one community strike. Even though if you look at his channel, he's got literally dozens of videos that are all completely nasty shit that should be community strikes. They gave him one community strike for this video. Okay. So anyway, yeah, a lot of people are not satisfied with what steps YouTube has taken. A lot of people are still calling for Logan Paul to be completely banned from YouTube. And, you know, it is what it is. I really don't give a fuck. I mean, if you watch that kind of garbage on YouTube, you probably are a mouth drooler anyway. And I mean that sincerely. I really do. There's a lot of filth on this planet. There's a lot of garbage television. There's a lot of garbage shows. There's a lot of garbage on the internet. And if you participate in any of that shit and waste your limited amount of time on planet Earth doing that shit or watching that shit, you really got to look in the mirror and reevaluate your fucking life. Because there's plenty of stuff that's much better than that you could have a lot more worthwhile time spending. And, you know, if you find yourself inundated watching Logan Paul videos, you may want to reevaluate your life. I'm just saying. Seriously. But anyway, I digress. I could care less what happens to Logan Paul. I just think it's just another symptom of a disgusting, toxic website called YouTube. You know, it really is. It's another disgusting symptom of a website that's completely broken due to automation and complete lack of morality and effort by the people who run it. So there you go. Alrighty then. 28 did $100 cheer. $100, excuse me. 100-bit cheer. I got ahead of myself. No, it was not a $100 cheer. It was a 100-bit cheer. Thank you very much, alrighty then, for the 100-bit cheer. I appreciate it. Duke XJT did a 25-bit cheer and says, I'm subbed to you on YouTube and I get troll suggestion videos all the time. They sit there watching you and talking about you, and the videos are hours long. I think that they're secretly in love with you. No, they're not in love. The word Duke XJT is obsessed. There is an entire group of people, hundreds if not thousands of people, on YouTube. This toxic group of people who are obsessed. If you're not aware, ladies and gentlemen, obsession is mental illness. Obsession is categorized as mental illness. If you're obsessed with anyone, that's a dysfunction in your brain, all right? If you care more about what a particular person you don't even personally know does than what you're doing, if you dedicate a vast majority of your time towards someone, that's called obsession, and that is sickness. And honestly, if that's the case and that's what your life is like, you need to seek help. And that's not me insulting you. That's me trying to help you. Because for me, for example, there are people I dislike. Absolutely, there are people I dislike. But I don't sit here every day on stream literally just talking about these people at length. I don't. If someone asks me a random question about someone, as, you know, in a cheer or whatever, yes, I'll address it briefly and then we move on. I don't obsess my entire fucking life over it. I'll give you guys a perfect example. Justin Bieber. All right. Now, of course, he's old news, right? But back in the day when he was just becoming popular on YouTube, I didn't like the kid. I thought his music sucked. His attitude was bad. And he was becoming virally popular, and he was the kid to make fun of. Yes, every once in a while I would make a joke about him, and that was it. You move on. I didn't obsess about Justin Bieber to the point where I followed his every fucking move. I made fun of him at every moment. I tore apart his personal life. I destroyed the fucking guy. No, because mature people with functioning brains don't do that shit. They don't. That's obsession is mental illness. And that's the problem. There are literally hundreds, if not thousands of people who created this internet negativity culture towards me where all they do is obsess about me. And that's sick. That's why my life has been torn apart the way it has in the past 5 fucking years. Because of mentally ill, fucking obsessed people. It's fucked up, man. It really is. Anyway, they're not secretly in love with me. They just make it their end-all and be-all to talk about me constantly because obsession is sickness. Okay. I got an anonymous dollar tip. It says, I am a butler, and I would like to give a shout-out to my friend D. Nastia. This could be a troll message. I have no idea what this is. I have no idea. But thank you for the dollar tip, whoever it is. Get some of the randomest shit on here. All right, and Iridium Viking did a 25-bit cheer and says, "Lay down the diagnosis, Dr. Phil." All right, there you go. All right. So, that's pretty much it. I got through all the shout-outs. Anyone else? If anyone else has anything to say, let's get it out now, and then we'll jump back into Demon Souls, okay? Brits94 just did a 25-bit cheer and says, "You're an enigmatic character, though, Phil. You're like Trump or Boris Johnson." What? What? Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, all right. I guess we're ready to go, huh? So yesterday, folks, if you weren't here and you didn't get caught up yet on the Demon Souls playthrough, all right, I did surprisingly well. So far, I've beaten the intro, stages 1-1 and 1-2. I haven't died yet except for the intro where you're supposed to die to the Vanguard boss or whatever he is, because he's incredibly overpowered. If he hits you twice, you die. Yeah, I've only died to him. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to die, because I am. I know coming up, there's some ridiculous shit that's coming up that's going to fuck me over. But so far, I've done pretty good. Some people were actually quite impressed yesterday. They were like, "Holy shit, Phil's actually doing really good at a From Software game. We can't believe it." Now, keep in mind, folks, this is the second time I'm playing the game. I'm actually remembering stuff as I play it, which is good. It's helping me out tremendously. But I know there's stuff coming up I'm not going to remember at all. So, should be a fun stream. We'll see what happens. We'll see, what's going on with this game, and we'll continue on. Keep in mind, today, I'm playing it for around 4.5 hours, and then it's going on break for a few days while I play some betas. Then it'll return next week on Tuesday, okay? All right, are we good? Are we good? Are we ready to play? Just a shout out to everyone who has cheered, subbed, and tipped already so far. Reminder, we're at 466 subs. We're pushing for 500 this month. I hope we can hit 500 is the goal. And anything that you guys do with cheering, subbing, and tipping is greatly appreciated. Okay? All right. Let's do this. Let's jump into Demon's Souls Day 2. Very nice.